So good morning everyone. Solution of model test 3 we are discussing now. We have done model test 1 and 2 earlier. Sir, we will draw 0 to 1 line and divide into, okay, very good, Harshul. Let's see class. We have to represent the following numbers on number line. The first number is minus 2 by 3. If you remember, I told you to locate minus 2 by 3 on number line, we have to find which integer is just larger than minus 2 by 3 and which integer is just lower than minus 2 by 3. Class, please help me. If this is minus 2 by 3, which integer is just larger than that? Please tell. Which integer is just larger than minus 2 by 3? Or we have to just make it what? Minus 1 by 3. No, Abhinav, you have to give me an integer, not this one. You have to give me an integer. So I think if I make it 0 upon 3 and if I make this as minus 3 upon 3, what do you say? I have increased minus 2 to 0 and got 0 integer, and I decreased minus 2 to minus 3 and got minus 1 as integer. So class, this is known as finding the lower integer and the upper integer. Are you all able to understand this thing? What I have done? I have increased minus 2 to 0 because we know that minus 2, then minus 1, then 0. 0 is the number which is larger than minus 2 and minus 3 is the number which is smaller than minus 2. So that's why I have found this thing. Now, we know our number lies between what? We know our number lies between, if this is 0, this is 1, this is minus 1. Now tell me, we know our number lies between these two numbers, where 0 actually symbolize 0 upon 3 and minus 1 symbolize minus 3 upon 3. Now tell me, how many divisions should I make between this interval? How many divisions should I make? Because the denominator is 3 and Krishna, you are correct. Ananya, you are getting it wrong with a division by 3 units because in denominator we have 3. So we will make 3 equal intervals like this. So we have got 3 equal intervals, first, second and third. Now, as this is 0 by 3, this will be minus 1 by 3, this will be minus 2 by 3, and we are done. This is the required place that we had to find. Class, please confirm. Are you able to understand this thing? First, we found the larger integer and the smaller integer. And the smaller integer in terms of fraction, and then we located the point on number line easily. Okay, if it is not clear to you, let me take the remaining two examples and it will be fine to you. Okay, next time I want everyone to help me in finding the lower integer and the higher integer. Okay, you have to be extra careful when there is a negative sign. As I've told you, negative is like a fire, so you have to be much more careful in this case. So let me erase this and discuss the next example. These questions are practice based. The more you practice, the more you get. So the next example is number 3 upon 5. This is quite easy, a positive number. I want all of you to help me with the larger number and the smaller number. Please tell me, if we have a number 3 upon 5, please help me in finding the larger integer and the smaller integer. Just larger and just smaller. Krishna, very good. Others, please try. Very good, Abhinav. Tell me in the fraction form, Abhinav. Tell me in the fraction form. Hiteshri, tell me in the fraction form. Ananya, very good. We have to find a just higher integer and a just, no Harshul, no. You are giving me a fraction, not an integer. Joel, you are giving me a much larger number. You have to give me just larger, just larger. Abhinav, no. No, Abhinav, no. Smriti, good. You only tell me what should I make this 3 or how much should I increase the 3 so that it becomes a perfectly divisible. Very good, Yuvraj. How much I increase the 3 so that it becomes perfectly divisible by 5. Very simple. If I add plus 2 in the 3, it becomes 5 upon 5, which is actually what? Plus 5 upon 5 is actually what? It is actually 1. Very good. Similarly, I have to decrease this 3 by how much? So that it can become perfectly divisible by 5. I have to decrease it by, yes, Rudra, very good. Abhinav, good. Harshul, no, minus 2, bache. You have to decrease it by 3 only, because if you decrease by 2, what will happen? It becomes 1 upon 5. Is it an integer? Please tell. Is it an integer? Can we say 1 by 5 is an integer, Harshul? No, we cannot say. So we have to decrease it by minus 3. It becomes 0 upon 5, which is actually what? 0 upon 5 is actually what? 0 only. So we have got the lower number and the larger integer, and now we can easily make a number line and locate the point. What's the issue? Very simple. Just make the number line. Take a 0, a minus 1, and a plus 1. Make sure that the gap between these two should be exactly equal to the gap between these two. Then only your number line is correct. Yes, Simriti, you are correct. Now, we can say this one is also known as plus, this one is also known as, yes, this one is also known as 5 upon 5. Very good. This 0 is also known as 0 upon 5. Now tell me how many divisions should I make in between? We have to make 5 divisions. So we will draw 4 lines. So 1 division, 2 division, 3 division, 4 division, and 5th is already made. Okay. So first division, second division, third division, fourth division, fifth division. So we have divided the interval in 5 equal parts. And now we can say, what is this number, class? If this is 0 upon 5, this is 5 upon 5, what is this number? Please tell. This is 1 upon 5. This is 2 upon 5. This is 3 upon 5, which is our desired number. So we have got, this is the location of our given number. So I hope everyone is ready. In the next question, I want all of you to answer what is the range between which the number is lying. So are you all ready for that? Okay, so just do it fast, and I hope you all are ready now. Practice more questions of negative numbers, because negative give you a doubt. Negative numbers give you a doubt. So it is compulsory to show -1, but it is actually good. Okay? If you are showing the negative side also, it shows that the number line is complete. That's it. It is not urgent, it is not compulsory, but it is like a convention. Now, class, we have a negative number. I want all of you to be very much careful. The number is -7 upon 8. Please help me. Please help me finding the larger number and the smaller number. Don't worry, Harshul, we will do that also. Class, please tell me the larger and the smaller number. First, tell me the larger number. Larger number, first tell me. What is the larger number? It is very simple. Abhinav, very good. Abhinav, very good. Harshul, very good. Tell me in the fraction form. If you increase -7, it becomes -6 upon 8, not an integer. It becomes -5 upon 8, not an integer. -4 upon 8, not an integer. -3 upon 8, not an integer. So what is the integer? It is larger one is 0 upon 8. Very good. And similarly, we will decrease -7. If you decrease -7 upon 8, what will you get? You will get next number as -8 upon 8, and that is luckily a integer. -8 upon 8 is a integer. So we have got two integers where -8 upon 8 is like -1, and this is like 0. So we are done. Question is now very easy for us. We will just make a number line and divide how many parts? we will make a number line like this where we have a 0. Now class, as we have to make 8 equal divisions, class tell me, as we have to make 8 equal divisions, so should I make this much gap? Is it fine? Please tell. Because I want to make 8 equal divisions, I need to have some space. Class, is it fine? Just because I had to make, no sir, less gap. No Harshul, we don't require less gap because we want to make it clear. है ना? We want the graph or we want the number line to be look very much clear. That's why I have taken a larger gap this time. It is absolutely correct. Now, we will make divisions for this. This is your 0 upon 8. This is your minus 8 upon 8. Now we have to make 8 divisions. So we will draw 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 divisions. So please scroll down. Okay. Now I think it is fine. There. Now I think it is fine. Please confirm. So I have divided the interval in 8 equal parts. And now you can tell me, what is this showing? Please tell. If this is minus 8 upon 8, what is this showing? Yes, this is the answer, minus 7 upon 8, that we were looking for, that we were trying for. This is the answer. Okay, this point is minus 6 upon 8, this is minus 5 upon 8, this is 1 minus 1 upon 8, and so on. Slight more. Okay. Now it is fine. So this way we can find the answer. This is your answer. I hope this concept is clear to everyone and that too thoroughly. Please confirm. Now you can do any question. Now you can do any question of this type. Okay. Now you can do any question of this type to locate. These questions are there in 9th class also. So this concept will help you there also. Now, question number 2. Is 9720 a perfect cube? Class, have you tried this thing? Is it a perfect cube? Let us check by doing the prime factorization. And if you see that 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18. So I think we can divide this by what? 2 also and 3 also. First, let me do it with 2. So 2 4s are 8, then 1 is remainder 17, 2 8s are 2 6 are 2 0s are. Then again 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 0. Then again 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. Now we can use which number? Because the sum is 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. So we can go with 3. Very good, Ananya, Krishna, and Joel. We can go with 3 and 5 also. Joel, good. But I prefer to go from lower to higher. That is not mandatory. 3 4s are 12, 0. 3 5s are 15. Now again 4 plus 5 is 9. So 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15. Now 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So we can again go with 3. 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. 4 plus 5 is 9. So we can divide by 3 also. 3 15s are, then 3 5s are, and 5 1s are. Now we have got a triplet of 2, a triplet of 3, and a doublet of 3, which is a problem. And this also is a problem. So class, tell me, if you want to make this number a perfect cube, by which number you will multiply this? If you want to make it a perfect cube, you will multiply it with one more 3 because there are 2 3s. So what you will do is you will multiply with 2 3s and sorry. Multiply with 1 3 because there are already 2 3s. So 1 3 you will give. Okay, question is divide. My mistake. Sorry. My mistake. We have to divide. So we have to remove those who are creating the problem. And the problem makers are these 3. So we will divide by what? We have to remove these 3 which are creating the problem. So we have to divide by 3 3s are 9 and 9 5s are 45. Why? Because if we divide by 45, what will happen? These will vanish and only this will remain and it becomes a perfect cube of which number? Please tell. Give me the hint. Yes, we will get a 6 cube. Very good, Joel. So I think this question is clear to everyone. We have prime factorized the question and we have seen that this 3 is not a triplet and this 5 is not a triplet. So we will remove it. Okay. Now, next question, factorize. The first part, did you people find it easy? Tell me which method or which out of 4 ways we will use for the first part. Please tell. For the first part, which method you will use? Will you go for, what do you say, taking common, regrouping, or what do you say, identity, or this one? We will go for identity, this one. Anyone? Middle term, better you can't do right now. Right now there are 4 terms. Better if you take something common. I suggest better if you go for some. Yes, we can't do any identity in this one because it is not following in. Common is better. Yes, we have to make 2 pairs. Now tell me which pair should I go for? This is first expression, this is second expression, this is third expression, and this is fourth expression. Tell me which group you will make. Tell me. 1 and third, very good. Okay. 1 and third, second and fourth. Okay. Krishna is saying 1 and fourth also. Okay, Krishna, you can go with that also. It will give you the answer. Okay. So now let me go for 1 and 3 because I can see in these two nothing is common. Class, to be very frank, if you see 1 and 2, nothing is common. So I don't think this is making a good pair. 1 and 2 is not making a good pair because nothing is common between them. So better we rearrange the things and write the question as y square minus 2xy plus 8zx minus 4yz. Now let me see what happens. I have regrouped. I have grouped 1 and 3 together and 2 and 4 together. Now, what do you think? Will it work or not? Let's see. Let me take common. What is common in these two? What is common in these two? Y will be common and inside we will get what? Y will be remaining in the first place. Then we have minus sign. Here we are remaining with what? 2x. Very good, Ananya. Good, Joel. Plus, what is common in these two? Please tell. What is common in these two? What is common in the next group? Class? Please tell what is common in the next group. Anyone? So please explain middle term splitting. Oh, Krisha, same thing. Don't worry. The next question is based on that only. So we will do that. First, you tell me what is common in these two. Please tell. What is common in these two? Class, are you able to hear me? Class, are you all able to hear me? Please confirm. Class 8. Sorry, everyone. I think the connection was poor. That's why it got cancelled. Just 1 second. So sound. Just 1 second. Don't worry. Nothing is lost. I have not done anything without your voice. So we will continue from here only. Tell me what is common in the second group. Class. What is common in second group? In second group, Joel is saying 4 is common. Okay. Only 4 is common, Joel? Yes. Ananya, very good. Go to Krishna. Others, please tell. Joel, yes. 4z is common. So let's take 4z common and see what happens. What are we left with if we take 4z common? What will we get? Ananya, very good. But let me tell them in a later step that thing. What is left in the first place? 2x is left. And then we have minus what? Minus what? Minus 1. Very good. Now tell me, are these two same? We used to take them common, if you remember. Are these two same right now? Are the two brackets same? Can we take them common right now? No. What is the issue in making them equal? What is the problem? Only one thing, and that is negative sign. Yes, yes, Ananya. If somehow I take a negative common from this second bracket, they both will become exactly equal. Yes, yes, Krishna. Because right now they are not same, so I have to take a negative sign common outside, so it becomes y minus 2x. From this bracket I will take a negative sign outside, it becomes minus 4z. And tell me now what is left inside. Now what is left inside? Yes, minus 2x plus y. And these two are exactly same because y minus 2x is same as minus 2x plus y. You have just reversed the order, that's it. So the answer is take common y minus 2x. What is left inside now? Please tell. If I take common y minus 2x, the left inside is y minus 4z. This question was quite interesting because here we had to take something common and then we had to realize this thing also. Many people realize this in the first step only, like Ananya did. So she was able to see that if we take negative 4z common, we will get the answer in the next step only. So you also can see little bit in the future and then move forward. Okay. It is always good to have Google Map and what you say, an idea of the path before actually starting the journey. Because if you start the journey and then you find the path, it will take a lot of time. So let's see the next question now, which is based on middle term splitting, or which I don't know. We will see. And Prisha, are you there? Prisha, are you there? Prisha, are you there? Please confirm. This time, this question is for you only. Prisha, you also confirm. I want you to be here only because this question is for you. X square plus 6x plus 9. Class tell. It is based on which? Is it identity or it is based on middle term splitting? If I think it is based on identity, that is also correct. But for Prisha, I will not go for that. Okay. This question is directly based on an identity. First, I will go for middle term splitting because that is a general form or general solution. Your connection is unstable. Oh my God. Class, are you able to hear my voice clearly? Or shall I wait? Shall I wait? Or are you able to hear me properly? Yes, sir. Okay. So let me continue because in between there was an issue. Okay. Now, class, tell me, I have told you, you have to break this middle term in two ways, in two terms, M and N. Very good, Krishna. Very good, Dhanishta. Sorry. So you can stop the video. Okay, beta, I am switching off my video. Now see, Prisha, I have to break the middle term in two parts, M and N, such that condition is condition is M plus N should be equal to 6 and M into N should be equal to what? Prisha, M into N should be equal to 9 and coefficient of x square, that is 9 into 1 or 9. So this is the condition, Prisha. We want the sum to be 6 and the product to be 9. Now what should we do? The next step, please tell. The next step is we will prime factorize what? We will prime factorize plus 9. Very good. For the possible combinations. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, and that is done. Now, Prisha, tell me, if sum is positive and product is positive, what can you say about sign of M and N? If both sum is positive and both product is positive, what can you say about the sign of M and N? They both are positive, they both are negative, one positive, one negative. Please tell. They both are positive. Okay. Now, Prisha, tell me what can be the value of m and n? It is very simple. M is 3 and n is 3 because you can check 3 plus 3 is 6 and 3 into 3 is 9. So Prisha, now I can write this 6x as what? Please tell Prisha. Now I can write 6x as x square plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. This is known as middle term splitting, and now we will take common, x plus 3, 3 common, x plus 3, and the answer is x plus 3 whole common, inside also x plus 3. So it was actually a whole square of x plus 3. This question was not that tough, Prisha. That can clear your doubts. But don't worry, in the coming, what you say, model test, we have more things. Yes, Harshul, which more method you are saying? I hope you are saying that identity one. Harshul, I hope you are saying the another method is identity. Okay, apart from that also, then you can share it with me on WhatsApp. Okay, don't confuse them because now they are okay with these methods. So let's see the next question. Just 1 second. And class, I want you all to try these questions on your own first so that when I discuss here, it becomes easy for you. Now, the next question is simplify 3x plus 2y whole square plus 3x minus 2y whole square. So class, to simplify this, what should we do? We have to, class, to simplify this question, we have to do what? We have to, anyone? We have to open the brackets. We have to use the formula of a plus b and a minus b whole square. We know a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Just put the values and you will get the answer. The first one, a square plus 2ab plus b square, then we have a plus sign, then we have a minus b whole square, so 3x square minus 2ab plus b square. Now let's see, just 1 second, it is coming in between. Just open the brackets now. What will we get over here? 9x square plus 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, xy plus 4y square plus 9x square minus 12xy plus 4y square. If you see, these terms are exactly same and of negative sign, so they will cancel each other. The remaining will add and we will get 18x square plus 8y square. And this is the simplified answer. So I just found that pineapple can float in water. Rishita. Okay, Rishita, very good. For your new realization. So class, is this clear? Please confirm. Was this method simple? We just had to open the brackets and then check for the solution. Now we can, time is 9:14. So I think we can do some talks and then tomorrow we will continue with the stop.